Exhibit A. Can you spot the difference between these two images? On the left, we have a kidney bean. On the right, we have an actual kidney. In this video, we're going to take the bean.jpg and the kidney.jpg and copy them both into the static folder of our site. We're also going to test that if they have the same file name, if these are both named kidney.jpg, that we get an error because we're going to be opinionated and not allow name conflicts of images throughout the entire blog. Okay, a few changes so far. We have an image files list just like we have a list of files to render. And when we iterate to find all the markdown files, I just added a block to check also if it's an image file using these extensions. And if it does, it adds it to the image files. Once we have our list of image files at the very end, I create a directory to hold the images, static/image in the build directory, so you can see it here. And then we copy the image that we gathered earlier into that new directory, and that's it. So that puts bean.jpg and kidney.jpg where they need to be. And now I made a new post to try this out. Now I started by putting like a rel path here, and then we would have had to say static/image/kidney, and we would have had to figure out how to do a replacement on the Jinja 2 template. Like we would have had to run this through Jinja 2 as well. That's too much. I think as much as I don't love regular expressions and working with them, maybe this is a great opportunity to get better at it. Yeah, regular expressions. So I was writing one. I actually already wrote one to match this, but I want to do it again live just to show it. So we want to match the exclamation point. And then we want to match the opening bracket. Then we want to match anything, any number of anything, and the closing bracket. Then we want to match the opening parenthesis, anything, any amount of anything, and then match the closing parenthesis. And there you go. You matched the image down here. Now, I don't know if this is perfect. It probably won't work every time, but for me, that's good enough. And we can fix the bugs as they show up if this doesn't work in certain cases. Now I have to figure out how to name this capture group, I guess, and somehow make a replacement there. So whatever's in here, like if this is bean.jpg, we need to replace that with static slash, well, whatever the relative path is, /static/image. So let me do my best on that one. Okay, the kidney reveal is complete. Here it is. Yeah, we have a blog post. Looks exactly like this. It was very easy to write. And how did we do it? It was very complicated, unfortunately, and I wrote some really ugly code. Let me attempt to explain it real quick. I don't even understand it that well. So we get the root path up here because we use the root path variable later, and this is basically like dot dot slash dot dot slash all the way to the static directory and the image directory. So we modified our capture group here just a little bit. And what's going on? Well, the regular expression itself is not much more complicated, right? We just added the parentheses around the dot plus so that they are recognized as capture groups, right? Once they're recognized as capture groups, in the string, so this is the regular expression, and then this is the string that tells us how to replace it, right? So we could just write any string here and it'll just paste it in whenever it finds the entire image tag. But we don't want that. We want to do something a little more sophisticated. In this case, we're using the \\\/ to reference the index of the capture group. So \\\1 references the first capture group here, which is whatever's inside the square brackets. \\2 references whatever's in the second capture group, which is the actual link to the file. So what we do is we basically output the same thing for the first part. We just stick the first capture group right back where it started inside the bang and the square brackets, and then the link that's what we modify. The link we modify. So we say dir name of root path. I had to just do this by seeing what the output was and going with it, right? Unfortunately, I had to get rid of one of the dot dot slashes, or maybe two of them. Either way, it doesn't matter. We just get back to the root and add static/image/ whatever's in the parentheses, and it works. So we do that replacement to the markdown before we render the HTML, and then we're good to go. So I think I'm going to commit this, and then the last step is to make sure we don't have any image name conflicts. So earlier we deconflicted the path to make sure the path is unique using a dictionary, and every time we go through all of the file names, we check the path, put it into that dictionary with a true key, and if it's already there, we raise an error. I use the exact same technique down here. I just declare an images copied dictionary, If it's already in there, we raise a value error with a hopefully helpful message, and then otherwise we just set a flag indicating that we already copied that image. So let's make sure that works real quick. It does. Let's make sure it fails if we have a duplicate. So if we put another copy of Bean in the extra posts folder when it's already in the top level folder and try to generate, it works. So something's wrong. Hold on. There we go. Now we get the failure. The problem was I wasn't using the base name of the image. I was using the full path, which was actually unique for all of the images. So if I go back and delete the duplicate bean.jpg and generate again, it works. So there we go. With that, the kidney reveal is complete, and I think we have another video finished for this series. We still have a long way to go, but we're inching closer to a fully functional blog. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe or join the Discord if you enjoyed, and we can discuss.